Hey yo, save your gems 4.5 right around the corner. You know what that means. New units, baby. Now, any fan of this channel knows I believe in Bounty Fest superiority. They're easier to obtain and they usually counter whatever new overpowered EX unit that drops. Even before Film Red Shanks dropped and King came along to solo Film Red Shanks abusers, shout out to Shiki as well, there was God Usopp to destroy the Roger Odin meta until Kainu showed up. Every recent Bounty Fest is a dub. Robin, a dub. Brook, cold as fuck. Onigashima Nami, Onigashima Usopp, fucking solos. So, in the spirit of Bounty Fest superiority, I've been developing my own possible Bounty Fest units that I clickbait probably. Don't be a bitch about it. Fuck this algorithm shit. I'm spitting, bro. Let me cook. Let's get into some units. Yo, play my shit. Y'all already know the typical Bandai pattern. They drop Bounty Fest in twos, be it Marco Pedal Spedo, Diamante and Treble, Hakuba Chinjao, Brook Robin. They drop them in twos. So that's how we're going to talk about them. And first up, we got Kid's Right Hand Killer and Basil Hawkins. Fucking traitor. They going to be some step ups, but they going to be some fire step ups though. For Killer, I'm seeing a glass cannon attacker whose bread and butter is multi-hits and crit stacking. 100% he gonna get his heals off a crit, and he's probably gonna have that skill beheading claws, same one that he used against Hawkins and Kaido on the rooftop. And then you got Spin Sonic, the move that he used to ice Hawkins with. I honestly hope they do Killer justice. He really do deserve it. Between the two, Hawkins probably going to be the most technical to use and fight against. I'm seeing a KO evasion trait for him, and possibly infinite straw man lives if you can keep him above like a certain HP. I'm seeing a counter skill for him too, as his devil fruit is ultimately used as a counter to a certain amount of attacks in the first place. If he's anything like Treble, yo, let us fucking pray. And next up, we got the only two Toby Roppo members that haven't been featured yet. The other fish man, my man Sasaki, and Black Maria, fine ass, who we gonna talk about first. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. My good sis Robin was getting them hands from Black Maria. I mean, hands on hands on hands. I mean, big knuckles. At first glance, you think she an attacker, but yo, that Mari Cade, I feel like she could have a Doflamingo kit, but be a defender. With a chance to inflict a flame too, yo, her whole kit is just flames for real. Even her weapon has flames. It needed Brook just to ice the joint, quite literally. But it's not just flames though. She got a lockdown capability too, so she could really keep a unit stagnant, and that could be good for runner pressure. I'm telling you, she's gonna be a nice defender if she make it in the game. I hope she does. They need to do my good sis well. Hey yo, whole time my mans is definitely not me. Want to know if you attracted to a spider bitch? Do that make you a furry? Leave it in the comments below. And next we have Sasaki, a Toby Roppo banner with 100% include Black Maria and Sasaki on it. And be it as that I see Black Maria as a defender, Sasaki will have to be an attacker. His devil fruit does lend him to seem real defensive, but I see a lot of knockback potential within his kit. I can almost guarantee his skills will be reminiscent of Jack's skill 2 that deals a massive amount of knockback, and Queen's skill 1 that also deals a massive amount of knockback. I just feel like his kit should be built around knockback. He just seems like he could take out a tanky opponent, and for that reason, I feel like he should ignore the defender trait that changes knockback to down. Sasuke was putting work in on everything moving, giving my man Frankie the blues. Give my man a unit right now. And speaking of Frankie crazy ass, hey yo, you need another Frankie. Renosuke, he clapped being a step up. Tanky Frankie, still nice, even before the buff. But yo, we need a runner Franky. I'm talking a runner that gets faster when he caps flags. This Franky was everywhere in Wano. He's got a motorcycle, skill 1. Summon a motorcycle. Boom. I heard you got a king. Well, fuck you. We got a Franky, bitch. And he wouldn't be a decent runner without a knockback skill, so you already know that Radical Beam is going to ignore the change knockback to down effect. Fuck your big mommies. We need another decent runner, and I feel like Franky could be that unit. He is it. He is him. And speaking of cold as fuck straw hat MVPs, we already know a chopper unit is going to have heals readily available for the squad and himself. But how nice would that be on a defender or maybe even an attacker? You gotta remember, defenders get an HP recovery boost and attackers get an attack boost. That would be nice for a chopper unit. The CP0 Lucci kit hasn't been utilized much as far as cloning goes like other units have, and I feel like only Chopper would be a great fit for it. Him being able to transform into Monster Point and also provide heals for the squad is everything Chopper is in his defining moments during the raid on Onigashima. So boom, skill 1 transforms him into Monster Point, also ignores defense. And skill 2 is heals all status affliction from you and your team, maybe give you an attack or defense buff like Film Red Chopper. This would mean he'd only have one attacking move, but if he had a trait where his normals got a buff while he's in Monster Point, you know, similar to Elisabello, it would be a good balance for him. Yo, do my little man some justice. Any fan of this channel knows how much I want this unit to exist. If she has a trait that gives Zoans the blues or even just Beast Pirates, she's gonna be a unit to look for. I see her as a runner with a counter for Beast Pirates that puts them in a state of absolute uselessness, similar to what Sugar does with her counter, and then a skill that summons speed or more than likely Kamachio to make her zoom around the field, giving her certain immunities and knockback, similar to that of Vivi Karu. 100% should be a bounty fest, but I'm honestly hoping to see her as a step up with this exact kit. It'd be nice to acquire her easily, and she'd make a magnificent free-to-play unit to counter a pretty toxic part of the meta. And speaking of toxic Zoans, King and Queen, V2. Yo, Zoro and King is going absolutely nuts against each other right now. In his kit, I'm seeing mid-range normals that can knock back like Diamante or Zoro, attack stacks like Jack, and a long-range skill set. Like, for example, a skill that allows him to pop into his Zoan form, send a wave of long-range slashes. Most likely he'll get a defense buff during this, because that's usually what happens when Zoans pop into the Zoan form. Due to his Lunarian genealogy, it would make sense for him to have a CP0 Lucci kit, but I won't push this criminally underutilized kit any longer. Omori Kuryodon is going to go absolutely insane. This move is spectacular. It better come with iframes, nullify flame, inflict the fame, nullify racism, Lunarian lives matter, fuck minority horizontal. Queen. Queen can do the snake thing. Fuck man, he mid. Moving on. Nah, I'm just playing Queen cool, but Jack, that's mids. The man got dogged. I mean, quite literally dogged. Inuarashi got that dog in him, and he got it back in blood. That's a no V2 for you, my friend. But yo, Sulong's win though. Version 1 Queen honestly disappointed me, so V2 Queen has to be more played than Dancing Queen. As for his skills, we need a skill that inflicts a plague that renders you both unable to fight and decreases your defenses even after the plague wears off. And honestly, I'm seeing him as a defender. I mean, man's done took big damage from Marco, Chopper, Sanji, shit, even himself, and he's still popping off at the mouth at Sanji talking about something.
Get more combos, then smoke that bitch. My sign, solo your daddy's signs. The flames of passion ain't finna get you no hoes. Put the suit on, bitch.
Queen himself is such a fun character. His skills, I hope he has the Brachio launcher. I hope it doesn't deal damage to you, similar to something like a Wiper, for example. And I really hope that he has that goofy ass snake skill. It just speaks to his character, his goofy ass, fucking weird ass character. I love it. It's perfect for him. And what's the anniversary without some new EX units that'll either fall off in a couple of months or annoy every meta that they touch? Brain Dead would be an improvement for the most of them, but I feel like that could change if we receive our first EX dual unit in the way of Law and Kid. The fighting styles are so different, and I hope that forces both the driver of this unit and the facing the opponents to adapt quickly in a heated battle. A unit truly worthy of getting more combos. I know many people want to see EX Sanji tie alongside EX Zoro, but I personally would like to see the first dual EX unit that also ignores both defense stats and shields. If you look close at certain maps like Alabaster Knight and the Dressrosa Fish, they don't affect the shield of a unit, only the HP exclusively. That leads me to believe that there could be a unit that could do the same thing. And if there's any unit that could do something like that, it 100% will be a unit with Law abilities. I do feel like we see a Sanji unit before Kid and Law, simply because Kid and Law's fight against Big Mom is just starting for real, and it's only gonna get more heated. But I just had to say that the first dual EX unit will be so cool to see. But yo, if y'all made it this far, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you know when I go live. Or hit up the Discord, link in the description. Peace.